In today's video, I'm going to be giving you the top 2 alternatives to AliExpress for Q4 and 2020 that you're going to want to be using for your logistics going forward. Now, I'm also going to be talking a little bit about why I don't recommend AliExpress anymore, the pros and the cons of them, when to use AliExpress, because AliExpress can still be a good option for some people. I'm not saying all people, but for some people it might be a good option. But I'm going to be giving you my top 2 alternatives that you can start using from today. You don't need no minimum order quantity. You can use them like AliExpress, but you're going to get yourself 5 to 15 day shipping times with these top 2 alternatives. I'm also going to be debunking a lot of the alternatives out there, because there is a lot of alternatives to AliExpress today, but there is a lot of bad ones, and I'm going to be talking about the bad ones in the current time we're in, which is October. Things might change down the line, but for now I want to make you guys aware of the ones that you want to avoid and the reasons why. And I'm also going to be showing you my top 2 and how to use these top 2. So if you enjoy the content, make sure you leave a like. That would just be really highly appreciated. If you're new to the channel as well, make sure you subscribe. And I just want to say a massive thank you to absolutely everybody. We're growing super fast, so I can't say thank you enough. Now let's just get straight into that content. So let's get straight into the best alternatives to AliExpress in 2020. But before I move on to the best alternatives, it's good to know the pros and the cons of AliExpress and when to use AliExpress. So I'm not going to completely say, look, don't use AliExpress today in today's video like most other people do. Now, AliExpress, like I said at the start of the video, can be good for some people. So that's what I want to highlight right now. And then after this, guys, we're going to get straight into the alternatives that you can use. So let's talk about the pros of AliExpress. Easy to use. So basically, AliExpress is the go-to place if you're a beginner. Super easy to use, lots of integrations like Oberlo, DSs. There's just so many things that integrate with AliExpress because it is the biggest platform that dropshippers use, which means lots of software companies and developers develop for that company. It's easy because it's cheaper to buy as well. So basically, AliExpress is a lot cheaper than a lot of the alternatives out there. Now, a lot of the alternatives charge a little bit more, and it sometimes can be a lot more than AliExpress. So if you're looking for the cheapest prices on one product dropshipping, which basically means ordering one product at a time, AliExpress is normally the cheapest in doing that. Now, the cons of AliExpress, slow delivery times, as we know. Now, if you can find a supplier on AliExpress that offers United States shipping or Europe shipping, then that can obviously make things a lot better. So if AliExpress does offer that alternative on the supplier, so if you go on the supplier's profile page, it will say ships from China, United States, Europe, Russia, wherever. If it has those options, then obviously it's going to be quite a good option. Now, poor communication, as we know, people on AliExpress have poor English. They're not very good, so a lot of things can go wrong because of that communication barrier. Now, poor quality products. Now, I'm not saying it's all the time, but the majority of the time, the quality of the products are a lot worse than most cases, and the quality control of AliExpress isn't as good as these alternatives that I'll be giving you today. Now, there's a lot of prone to errors. Now, the reason why there's a lot of prone to errors is because obviously that communication barrier. So I know a lot of people that are going to watch this today have seen pictures of people when they received their package from AliExpress, and it says, please do not drop ship this package and whatnot. You know when you tell the supplier not to basically put it ships from and all this kind of stuff, and they leave it on the package, so when the customer sees it, they're thinking, what? Are they drop shipping me? So that can always happen sometimes. Now, again, it's because of that communication barrier, which is obviously something that can be very bad for human errors. Now, when to use AliExpress? When starting out, if you're not into complicated things and you want something very simple and you're not very, let's say, online techie kind of person, AliExpress is probably going to be the easiest option for you. If you're looking for the cheapest one product dropshipping, then AliExpress is by far the cheapest in the, not for every single product, but in terms of the whole general kind of mass appeal to products, it is the cheapest. And then your product isn't available. So a lot of products are not available on these alternative platforms that I'll be mentioning later. All the products are available on AliExpress, but a lot of these alternatives that try and do AliExpress, but with faster shipping times and whatnot, they can sometimes miss out a lot of the products on AliExpress because obviously it's not as big as a network. So that's something else that to take into consideration. Now, the best app you can use for AliExpress, please guys, if you are using AliExpress, use DSs. It's going to be a free app, and you can bulk fulfill with DSs. It's like Oberlo, but it's completely free. You got so much more customization. Instead of doing one product fulfillment, if for example you get 10 orders on one day, you click one button and it will fulfill all 10 orders. Now, Oberlo do have this option, but they're asking people to pay for it. So that's the reason why I'm saying UseDS is by far the best app that integrates with AliExpress at this current time. Now, guys, these are the current alternatives to AliExpress that you want to avoid. Now, it's not because these companies are bad, but companies have ups and downs, and currently these companies on the screen right now are currently going down, and they're not good options to use as of October 2019. Now, don't worry, I'm going to keep you guys updated on the best alternatives, but for now, these ones are to be avoided. So the first one is Weo. Now, I know a lot of people in the industry one-to-one that have used Weo. I personally haven't used them, so I can't talk on my behalf, but on their behalf, they have said, Camille, they're not as reliable as they once were. They're having a lot of issues with them. So that's the reason why it's on today's list, and these are all coming from credible people in the industry. Now, DHgate is something that I recommended at the start of the year. I used to use them. I don't use them anymore. Again, they're on the downtrend. They're not as good as they used to be. ePerlo or eProlo, whatever you want to call them, something that I recommended a few months ago. They were amazing to start with. The shipping times were insanely great, and then ever since other YouTubers have been promoting them on their channel, because I believe I was the first person to promote ePerlo on YouTube, since everybody else jumped on the bandwagon, Rick, the guy who owns it, couldn't fulfill everything. He's gone downhill. He hasn't reinvested in the company, which he should have. He should have got the infrastructure a lot better. It's currently having a lot of problems, so I do recommend to avoid ePerlo or eProlo, whatever you want to call it, at this current time, because it's not as good as it once was. Now, Silk Road, something that was highly hype beasted in the last 2-3 months, is the same as eProlo. It's basically the same thing. You can request products. It looks the exact same. It works the exact same, but Silk Road, you have to pay for some of the features on there. ePerlo offer it completely free. The dashboard just looks different. That's literally the only difference. Now, again, Silk Road's going through the same problem. They can't manage the amount of mass people that are wanting to use these platforms, so it's gone into a massive downhill. Now, the person that owns it, Jared Getz, I think, he's gone to China to try and sort it out. If it's my honest opinion, guys, I don't think he's going to sort it out. I've been in the industry now for 4 years. I know how this stuff works, and I can't see it getting sorted out for a very long time. It's not easy to do this, guys. And when Silk Road became a thing, it was in one of the Facebook groups. I said to people, don't use them. Trust me, you're going to regret it. And people were going like crazy to me on the comments saying, Cam, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. And then 2 months later, people are saying now, Cam, you was right about it. Trust me, guys. Again, Silk Road, don't recommend them at the moment. They're in a bad place. I think it's going to take a lot of time before they can get into a good place. So at the moment, please don't use them. Deal Extreme, another one that I personally recommended at the start of the year on my last supplier list. Again, they've gone through a lot of problems. The communication barriers are really bad. So these are the ones that you're going to want to avoid, guys, based on what I've just told you. And again, I'm going to update you on every alternative going forward. So don't worry. Some of these on the list right now could be a viable option very soon, but as of now, do not use them. Now, my two favorite alternatives is CJ Dropshipping and YouDroop. You might have heard of them before. If you haven't, these are the two companies. Now, a lot of people might have heard of CJ Dropshipping for fulfillment centers and sourcing agents. Now, they do offer one product dropshipping too, which is absolutely amazing. And again, YouDroop is a new company that's coming around and starting to get hyped up, which is really good. Now, the reason why I use CJ Dropshipping and YouDroop, I've got a lot of students that use one or the other, and I'll explain which one at the end you should go for. Now, the reason why I use CJ Dropshipping and YouDroop are these reasons. Number one, multiple shipping locations, so that you can ship all around the world from different locations. Super fast shipping, 5 to 15 days, depending on which option you go for. Simple user face, so when you use these companies, the dashboard that you use is simple to use. It's not complicated. It's super easy to get used to. Dashboard tools, so they give you so many dashboard tools, it's unreal. So what you get included for free is insane. English speaking, so the company live chat, or if you need to contact them, they speak English, so the language barrier is not going to be an issue. They're reliable, so especially CJ Dropshipping, they've been in the game for a while now. A lot of people are using them, and they are being super reliable as the time we are standing in. You can do custom packaging, custom invoices, in-house sourcing agents, and in-house fulfillment centers. Now, what these two things both mean is if you want to transition from one product dropshipping into sourcing agents, you don't need to go out there looking for loads of different sourcing agents in different companies. You can locate them inside of either YouDroppy or CJ Dropshipping, which means you're staying with a company that you're used to. Same with fulfillment centers. You can go in-house in the same company and go for fulfillment centers, and I can show you this in the dashboard. It shows you all in the dashboard how to transition into these different things, which means you don't need to spend ages looking into different companies. Can you trust these companies? Have you done business with these companies before? You're staying with the companies you've used and you've got trust with and you've obviously got a relationship with, which is absolutely amazing. So what I'm going to do now for you guys is I'm going to jump into CJ Dropshipping and YouDroppy and show you how these platforms work and what the dashboard looks like. So guys, you can see I'm in the CJ Dropshipping dashboard, and this is what it's going to look like when you sign up for a free account. Once you go to CJ Dropshipping, you go to services, you go to dropshipping, you go to create a free account, and this is what it's going to bring you to once you've done that. Now, I'm not affiliated with CJ Dropshipping or YouDroppy. I just want to put it out there before you guys start asking. Now, this is what the dashboard looks like. It tells you your sales level, your revenue level, which is really, really fun and really cool because at the end of the day, it gives you like a motivational kind of like ladder or level system that gets people to want to carry on. So I do appreciate what they've done there. It tells you the source results, so you can source products on here. So if they haven't got a product on their marketplace, you can source it and it'll tell you what results you've got from sourcing. Your pending payments, your bulk processing. So like I said to you, they've got in-house bulk and fulfillment centers. So that's what it'll tell you. So if you make a bulk order, it'll tell you what's going on here. Your sales amount and your wallet, basically how much money you've got in there. Now, you've also got points, which I'll get onto later, because that's one of the features that I love about CJ Dropshipping. This is how you activate your store once you've got an account. You basically send a connection over and you can download their app on Shopify. And it also gives you products that you might want to sell at this current time. They're top products that they're recommending at the moment. Now, how you actually go to their product lists is you go to here where it says Marketplace. It takes a few seconds to get the latest products they've got, and it will basically bring you to a page like this. Now, it says video available, which is something that I do appreciate. So before even clicking on one of these, it'll tell you if there's a video available that you can use or not. Now, this interface is very much like Dropshipping Center on Aliexpress. You go to the bottom and you've got loads of different pages you can go through, and you can basically change the page to whatever number you want. Now, what happens when you click on one of these products is this is what it's going to take you to. So you can see here, I'm on the product kind of like detail page. Once you've clicked on one of them, it tells you the images, it tells you the specifications or variants of the product, it tells you the product price. It also tells you it can ship from China or the US. So let's say US. You can get 2 to 5 day shipping for $15. Now, yes, that is extremely expensive, but that kind of price for US shipping or UPS shipping or let's say express shipping isn't always that expensive, guys. It depends on what you're ordering, the weight of the product and the size of the product. So don't worry, express shipping isn't always going to be this expensive, but something that you do want to do on your website is you want to offer customers free shipping and then priority shipping, which is the paid option, which means they can get their product faster. Now, this is something that I always do. I offer them free and paid shipping. Now, all these big companies in the world do it, so why don't we do it? At the end of the day, give the consumer the option if they want to get it fast or they want to get it slow. Don't you judge for them. Now, the next thing you can do is you can choose how many you want to order, what the total dropshipping price is in terms of what you should basically sell this product for. So they actually give you product pricing recommendations. They also tell you the inventory, and they also tell you the processing times on the product, the weight, whatnot. You can actually, and this is really, really cool, guys. Now, this is something nobody else offers on their platform. You can ask these guys to do a video for you of that product. So if you are scaling this product and you think, you know what, I now need custom creative footage, you don't need to go to Fiverr or Upwork to get somebody to do it. You can get this company to do it for you, which is absolutely amazing. Which this is something why I love CJ Dropshipping, guys. That feature on its own is amazing. It gives you all the information you're going to need, which is really, really important, and that's basically how the marketplace works. Now, what I'm also going to do is I'm also going to show you what sourcing looks like and how to do it. So how to source a product, guys, is you go to sourcing. It's pretty simple, and basically you click the start button and you basically copy the link of Aliexpress so basically you go to Aliexpress, you go to the product that you want sourcing, you copy the URL and you paste it in once you click the start button, and that's pretty simple how it works. And then between 1 to 3 days, they'll tell you if they can do it or not. Now you've also got your purchase list, my videos, so if you pay for a video from them, they'll give it you here. My inventory, Amazon FBA, so they obviously offer Amazon FBA too, and custom packaging. So if you want your custom packaging to be done, they can do that for you. They can also do custom invoices. Now the point reward system, which is right here. Now how this works, guys, is they can give you points and rewards, which is really, really cool. Now basically, the more you spend with CJ Dropshipping, the more rewards you get, the more points you get. Now I don't know many other companies that offer this, guys, and you can see here, as soon as you've hit 1,400 points, you can get some hotel services, you can get parking services, pickup services, tour services, lunch services. So basically CJ Dropshipping will give you a voucher or a coupon for one of these services, so when you're spending that money, guys, at least you're getting rewarded for it. Now I know a lot of people that have credit cards they use for Aliexpress or their suppliers, and they get lots of credit card rewards, but at the end of the day, use your credit card that gives you rewards and get your CJ Dropshipping points at the same time. Or if you're somebody that can't get a credit card at the moment, then here's your chance to earn some points and rewards. So that's basically how CJ Dropshipping works, guys. You've got the live chat here in the bottom left too, and that's literally how it works, guys, in a very simple way I've just showed you. Now I'm going to show you YouDroppy. So guys, you can see I am on YouDroppy, and again, the interface is super simple. Now once you've made an account, it will say connect my first store. So this is how you connect your first store. Super easy. You don't need to look around to say, oh, how do I connect my store? It's right there in front of you as soon as you sign up. Then guys, you can go to store management, you can go to products, so you can go to the product catalog even, sorry, and you can basically now, I prefer YouDroppy's product catalog to CJ Dropshipping because there's a lot more refinement and filters you can put in. So I do prefer the YouDroppy product catalog kind of filters and whatnot. You can see here how you can put item names in, product costs here and whatnot, which is really fun. And then again, you can see here loads of different products that they can give you, and there's loads of different pages and loads of different products. So let's say we click on one of these ones, it will bring the product up, it will give you the shipping price. Now I really do appreciate this, it gives you the shipping price for every single country right at your, like literally right at your doorstep. You don't need to go through loads of different pages to get that. Now this is the standard shipping that they're going to be giving you, and you can see the standard shipping is going to take 9 to 15 days. Now to the top 5 countries, the shipping prices are pretty cheap. Now you're going to want to include the shipping price into your product price when using YouDroppy. Make sure you do that because YouDroppy is a little bit different to CJ Dropshipping. So make sure that whatever the shipping price is, you include that into your product price. You normally do that with ePacket. It's a little bit more expensive with YouDroppy, but those extra dollars are going to be worth it because you can get your customers products to them a lot faster by doing this, guys. You can also request a product, basically sourcing products. You've got your invoices, you've got your orders, you've got your resources. So you've basically got tools. So they give you free tools that you can use. They give you tutorials that you can use on basically how to use YouDroppy, blog articles, virtual warehouse, and bulk. So as I was saying, guys, you can get a virtual warehouse and you can do your bulk ordering through here, which is absolutely amazing. It's super fun. Now, to be honest with you guys, the best way you're going to experience these guys is just create a free account, even if you don't use them, and just explore this yourself. Honestly, you won't know what it's like till you explore it yourself. Now, what does adult mode mean? I know people might ask me this. Adult mode means basically they show you adult products, and I'm not going to name some adult products, but they basically show you products for adults and stuff like that. So basically like sexual products and stuff like that. That's what adult mode do. So everything on the product catalog will be adult products. So that's what the adult mode does, guys. But that's pretty much how YouDroppy works. I'm not going to go crazy into showing you guys how it works. It's super simple. There's a few little things there that you guys can go through yourself. You've got your customer support here if you've got any problems. You've got your account information here as well. And I'm going to let you guys experience this yourself. I'm going to go back into the Google Docs sheet and explain to you which one I would recommend using. So guys, let's decide which one you should pick. Now personally, guys, now again, this is based on my personal opinion and experience, I prefer CJ Dropshipping. Now these are the reasons why I prefer CJ Dropshipping. Number 1, they have rewards. Number 2, they have more features. Number 3, they have cheaper shipping. based on loads of different things. Now, it's not just based on one product or one variant, it's based on the whole basic product range. Also, they have faster shipping, so the shipping times are actually faster with CJ Dropshipping. And then the last point is they've been in the game longer, which basically means they've had more time to experience the whole way dropshipping works and fulfillment centers and getting networks or suppliers. They've been in the game longer, they're more established, they're a bigger company, so that's the reason why. So in terms of the longevity and the standard time, they stood the time a lot longer than YouDroppy, which means at least they've been proven and tested, if that makes sense. And again, something that I want to finish with, pick whichever one you feel is more comfortable for you and your business. Don't go off what I'm telling you. Go and try them both out. You can create free accounts and see which one you prefer. This is based on my opinion, guys. Now, if you appreciate the video and you enjoyed the video and you think, you know what, this is giving me a lot of value, then please like the video and please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next few days.